Hey guys, welcome back to FedEx Gaming's Redstone tutorials. In this tutorial, I'm showing you guys how to build my new reward system. Now, this reward system is mainly for Hunger Game maps and adventure maps. Now, I wanted to make a reward system where if someone found some Easter eggs inside a map of some sort, they can use them to get a reward. So, like, you find a certain item, and you maybe there's like 3 items throughout the map. You can bring it to a reward station and get said item. Now, you can also use this as a somewhat of an auto crafting table, but we'll get to that later. I want to go over the ways you can use this as pretty much like an Easter egg map or something like that. So over here, as you can see, I have the eye of the water beast, some dumb rock, and the stick of whatever. Now, all I did was rename the items inside an anvil. If you don't know how to do that, just go inside an anvil and you can rename items if you did not know how you could do that. But if pretty much what the eye of the water beast is a diamond, the emerald is some dumb rock, and the stick of whatever is a stick, just renamed inside an anvil. And then I also have right here a diamond, an emerald, and a stick as well. Now I have to put these items in here to get my sword, my reward that I deserved for finding all these Easter eggs through the map. I've been looking for hours and I finally found them all. Now if I go inside this chest and I just throw in a diamond, an emerald, and a stick, it will not work. This light will let you know that it worked by flashing. As you see, that light did not flash, so it did not work. And I also lost all my items because I put in the wrong items. However, if I go ahead and put in my eye of the water beast, some dumb rock, and the stick of whatever, I shall get my sword of awesomely awesomeness. I'm pretty sure that's what I named it. But as you see, I went inside my box after the light flashed, and our reward was the sword of awesomely awesomeness. As you can see, we threw in those 3 items and it crafted our sword of awesomely awesomeness. If I throw in 2 iron and 1 stick, I'll get my iron sword. So we go inside here, we go ahead and throw in 2 iron and 1 stick. This light should flash, letting you know it has been crafted. Go inside our box, and there is our iron sword. So it's pretty much like an auto crafting table in a way. However, like I said, there's not much I could really do with that. I'm not using command blocks or mods and things like that. This is strictly vanilla Minecraft items. And over here, I have another one. And I know this is wrong. I looked at the sign before, but I didn't feel like writing it all out with my little controller again because it takes a little while. But if we throw in 3 diamonds and 2 sticks, we should get ourselves a diamond pick. So actually, let me take out 1 more stick. I think I misplaced my sticks as well. So if we go inside here and I throw in 3 diamonds and 2 sticks, I should get myself a diamond pick. So this will light up. Boop. And also, the more items something costs, the longer it's going to take for it to craft. That's just due to repeaters. It's like my simple reward system. If you have not seen that, I highly recommend checking that out because that's really awesome for, if you want to make a shop or something in your world. But you see, there's our diamond pick we got right here. So pretty much all I did was I kind of fused my working mystery box for zombies and I fused my simple reward system together to make this thing, and it actually turned out very well. It's very cheap to make, very easy to make. So here's the redstone for the diamond pick. As you can see, it looks different from the other ones, and we'll get into that later on while I'm actually building it. Here is our sword of awesomely awesomeness. If we go inside these hoppers, right here we have our some dumb rocks, we have our eye of the water beast, and our sticks of whatever. And then over here is our iron swords, which I set up to have more iron swords in here depending on how many people are going to be using it. So let's go ahead and start building this, guys. There's not really a set definite spacing. I'm going to give a somewhat of a definite spacing for this. However, it could be bigger, it could be smaller, it could be whatever you want. So let's start building this thing, guys. All right, guys, so for this build, we're going to need a 6x5 spacing, or so is that a 6? Yeah, it's a 6x5 spacing. But like I said, it's gonna get bigger, it can get smaller depending on how much you want your item to be and how big you want your item to be. Now for this one, I'm gonna be showing you how to build the iron sword one, and then I'm gonna show you how to increase the items, decrease the items, how to increase the price or decrease the price as well. Now I'll have all of this in the description below, so you don't have to figure it out all mathematically inside your head. I'll have a list of what you need to do in the description below, just like I did with my simple reward system as well. So for this build, I'm not going to be giving the definite amount because, like I said, this is more of a Hunger Games and adventure map kind of build, but you're going to need droppers, hoppers, redstone comparators, redstone dust, redstone torches. You're going to need repeaters, trap chests, regular chests. We're also going to need some, this is optional, the rails and the minecart wood chest are optional. I'll show you what I did with those later on. That's just for increasing the spacing in case you're going to need it. We're also going to need some blocks to put our redstone down on, some blocks of choice, and a redstone lamp. Now we're going to go through this pretty quick, guys, because it's not that hard of a build. It's really not. The hardest thing about this is explaining how the whole thing works. That's the hardest thing about this build, is just explaining how it works. So once you got in your 6x5 spacing and you've dug down your 4, did I say you had to dig down 4? I'm pretty sure I did. In case I didn't, but you have to dig down 4 for this build. You're gonna come over to the bottom left-hand corner and you're gonna count up, well, you're gonna count over 1 block, so 1, and then you're gonna count up 1 block, 1. And then you're gonna take out your blocks, it doesn't really matter, and come up 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, like that. And then we're gonna put a dropper, make sure it's a dropper, not a dispenser, or this whole thing will not work. There's no dispensers in this build, it's only droppers. And we're gonna put a dropper facing upwards off this block like that. So that dropper should be flush. As you see, here's my flooring, it should be flush to your floor. I can walk right across it perfectly. And then we can go ahead and delete these 3 blocks, they're no longer needed. Next, what I want you to do is take out, well, just take out your blocks, and what we're gonna do is come over to the right-hand side of this dropper, just a few blocks. So just come over about 3 blocks from here. So 1, 2, 3, like that for now. Now, my iron sword is gonna cost 2 items. I already know it's gonna cost 1 stick, and I already know it's gonna cost 2 iron. So that means that's 2 items. So we're gonna need 2 hoppers coming away from this dropper. So I came out 2 blocks right here. So coming out of that block right there, we're gonna put a dropper going into the side of it. And we're gonna put a hopper going into the side of it, and then put another hopper going into the side of that hopper. So you see the notches are going away from the dropper. There's our dropper, and the notches are going away from it. So if yours is gonna cost more than a stick and 2 iron, let's say you want it to cost a stick, 2 iron, 3 diamonds, 4 emeralds, 7 dirt, 13 pigs, I don't know, well, pigs you can't really do. That's the more hoppers you're gonna add on. Now, I know mine only costs 1 stick and 2 iron, so we only need 2 hoppers going towards the right. But if yours is going to cost 3 items, then you're going to need 3 hoppers. If yours is going to cost 4 different items, you're going to need 4 hoppers. If yours is going to cost 5 different items, you're going to need 5 hoppers. And then right above this dropper, we're going to do is take out our trap chests. Make sure they're trap chests and not regular chests. And we're going to put a trap chest right above our dropper. And then we're going to put a trap chest right above this hopper right here, like that. So there's our trap chest right there. So what we're gonna do is right underneath these hoppers, we have to put more hoppers down underneath these ones facing towards the back. So the easiest way to do that is what I like to do is just come off the back of these hoppers, come down 1 block like that, and then over 1 like this. So this is the front of your build, and we're gonna face some hoppers right underneath these hoppers going into those blocks right there. So 1, 2, as you see the notches are going towards the blocks. They're not going anywhere else but into this block right here. Then we're gonna come underneath 1 more block, so 1, 2 like that, delete these 2 blocks, and then coming out of these 2 hoppers, we're gonna go ahead and put 2 comparators like this. Next, what we're gonna do is put blocks in front of these comparators like that with 2 redstone dust like this, and then we're gonna go right underneath these blocks with redstone dust and face repeaters going towards the front of our build. So put 1 right here and 1 right here, and then we're gonna put 2 blocks behind these and put 2 more redstone dust right here and right here. Now this first set of hoppers right here is going to be my stick hoppers, so it's only going to cost 1 item. So we're going to keep this repeater on 1 tick delay. Now, like I said, there will be a list in the description below. Make sure you read if you're building this, if you're really going to build this, then make sure you read that list because it will help you in the long run. So I know this build is only going to cost 1 stick, so I'm going to keep that repeater on 1 tick delay. However, it's going to cost 2 iron ingots. So we're going to have to change this repeater right here from 1 tick delay to 4 ticks delay. Make sure you do that and follow along completely. Then we're gonna put blocks in front of these repeaters, put 2 torches like this. Right above these torches, we're gonna go ahead and put in 2 hoppers right above them like this. 1, 2, make sure they're funneling downwards, guys, not any other direction. They have to be funneling downwards. Now we're gonna go ahead and throw in our items real quick. So go ahead and just take out sticks and iron ingots. And like I said, if you're gonna do something else, I highly recommend just following along right now, and then you'll figure out how to do it, and then you can add whatever you want later on. So we're gonna take out some iron ingots. I'm just gonna take out, a handful of both of them. So we already know this one's gonna be our iron ingots because I changed this repeater for our iron ingots. So it's gonna cost 2. And we're gonna do the sticks first since the sticks are always the same. So go to the hoppers that the comparators are coming out of. So it should be your middle hoppers. So this one right here, the first one is gonna be our sticks. So we're gonna go ahead and put 1, 2, 3, 4 items inside this hopper like that. And then on this last one, we're gonna put in 18 items. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and I already have 18 in there. So we're gonna have 18 items right here and then 4 like that. So it's gonna cost 1 stick. 1 stick is always gonna be 18. Now for 2 iron ingots, it's going to change from 18 to 17. So we're gonna drop an item. So we're gonna, instead of 18 items, we're gonna put 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 17 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, la 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 la, whatever, blah blah blah, and 17. So now we have 17 in here, because every time we add an extra item on, we're going to have to drop our 18. Now, one item is always going to be 18. One item will always be 18. And then anything below that, you're going to have to drop an item. So if it's going to cost 2 items, then it's going to be 17. If it's going to cost 3 items, then that number's going to be 16. 4 items, 15. 5 items, 14. So on and so forth. Like I said, I'll have it in the description below, so none of you get confused about that. So now that we got our items in there, now we just have to set up our reward system so we actually get our sword after we put our items in. Now to do that, right down here where these 2 torches are, we're going to put redstone dust coming out of both of them like that, so it should look something like this. And then coming off the right hand side, coming out of this redstone dust, we're going to put a repeater right here. Now this repeater will change depending on how many items you're going to make your build. Now whatever is your most expensive item, now I know my most expensive item is 2 iron ingots. 2 is more than 1. There's 1 stick and 2 iron ingots. 2 is always more than 1. Keep that in mind. So we're going to find back here, we're going to find where our highest tick delay on our repeater is. So we know it's 4 because that one's 1. We're going to come over here to this repeater and we're going to make it 4 ticks delay. You just make it the same amount as the highest repeaters on this side over here. Next, what we're going to do is put a block in front of this repeater, a block over, delete this block right here, put dust here. I see the redstone dust came on due to this repeater, and we're just going to swing our blocks right next to these 2 hoppers with redstone dust along all this right here. And that will lock these hoppers, making it so when the items funnel down, this one won't keep funneling until the other one is completely done funneling the items through. Next, what we're going to do is put a block up in front of this redstone dust, put a torch coming out of the block. Then we're going to come 2 blocks up right here, 1, 2, with redstone dust coming out of this redstone torch. Put a block next to the redstone dust like that, with a repeater coming out of it on 1 tick delay. It will always be on 1 tick delay. Put a block in front of your 1 tick delay repeater with redstone dust on top of it. And then we're going to come 1 more block out this way, and then going towards this dropper that's facing upwards for our trap chest, we're going to put a dropper next to this redstone dust right here, facing towards this dropper. Then going into this dropper, we're going to put another hopper like that. Make sure this hopper is going into this dropper right here. And now our reward item is going to go inside here. So, you know, if we take out our iron swords, so let me get iron swords out real quick. Where are they? There they are. So we're just going to put 2 in there real quick. 1, 2. And you're completely done. Now all we have to do is just put our lamp right here. Like that. And that's it. So now if I put in 2 iron ingots and a stick, I should get my sword. So 1, 2, doesn't really matter how you put it in, and a stick, and I should get my iron sword. So that should flash, and then the iron sword will go down into this dropper right here, and then once I open up my chest, it will funnel up to the top right there. Now we want to make it so if we throw any random items in there, that they don't clog up your system. So to simply do that, all we have to do is right next to this second hopper, we're just going to take out a normal chest, and we're going to put a normal chest right next to this hopper, and then going into the top of this chest off the top hopper, we're going to put a hopper like that going into that chest like so. So any items we throw in there that don't belong inside our build, they'll funnel down into this chest. So if I go inside this chest and let's say I throw a rail in there, a sword and a chest like that, they're all just going to funnel down into this chest right here. So that's all that's going to do, guys. Now I'm going to show you how to increase it and make more items. So we're going to have to delete our little chest right here. So now we're going to make these iron swords, 1, cost more, and 2, make them cost more than 2 items. So pretty much what we're going to do is, let's say instead of 2 iron ingots, we want to make it cost 5 iron ingots. So I don't know why you'd spend 5 iron ingots on a sword, but I'm just showing you how to increase the amount in case you want 5 iron ingots. So now if you read my list in the description below, you should know all the different sets of repeaters and how much the items are going to be and all that different stuff. Now let's first, before we touch the repeaters, let's go over the items inside the hopper. Now if I want it to cost 5 items instead of 2 items, that means I'm going to have to take out at least 3 more items from here. So as you see, there's 17. So right now it costs 2 items. Now it's going to cost 3 items. Now it's going to cost 4 items. And now it's going to cost 5 items. So 14 iron ingots and 4 iron ingots to the right cost 5 items. Now we're going to have to change the repeaters down here so it costs 5 items, because right now it still only costs 2. It still only costs 2 because that repeater is on 4 ticks delay. We need more of a delay. Now if you read the bottom, 4 ticks delay means 2 items. Then 2 4 ticks delay means 3 items. Then 3 4 ticks delay means 4 items. And then 4 4 ticks delay means 5 items. So we have to add on at least 3 more repeaters on 4 ticks delay. Now it's very easy to do this. All we have to do is just delete this right here and right here, and then put the block up like that with redstone dust like this. Then we're gonna come out one more block and put a repeater coming out of this redstone dust on 4 ticks delay. Put a block in front of it, a block down from it with redstone dust right here, and then put 2 more repeaters going into the back of that 4 tick delay repeater, both on 4 ticks delay. So 1 4 tick is 2 items, 2 4 ticks is 3 items, 3 4 ticks is 4 items, and 4 4 ticks is 5 items. However, we are not done yet. Now that our item costs more right here, we're going to have to change this. Since it used to only be 4 ticks, however, now we have to add in 3 more 4 ticks to this build right here. So all you have to do is just delete this block right here, and then coming out of this repeater, we're gonna put another one on 4 ticks, another one on 4 ticks, and you know what, let's just put another one up here. So we're gonna put a block right here with redstone dust in front of it, 2 blocks over like this, bring it up right here, and put another 4 tick delay repeater going this way like that. So there's 4 4 ticks here and 4 4 ticks here. So now our iron sword is going to cost 1 stick and 5 iron. Like I said, trust me, I don't know why we would ever do that, but I'm just showing you how to increase the amount for your item. So if we go inside our chest and we throw, as you can see right here, there's still 14 iron ingots in here, and there's still 18 sticks in here. So when I go inside my chest and I throw in my 5 iron ingots like that and my 1 stick, it's going to funnel down into this hopper. I see it went up to 19, and now it's going to start dropping the items through. See, it's starting to drop the items through, back down to 14, and then we're going to get our sword right over here. And there's our sword, and then we can go ahead and pick it up. So there's still only 14 items inside this hopper, and there's still only 18 items inside here. Just making sure you got that straight. Now, if you want to add another item on, it's very simple. All we have to do is just come right over here. Let's take out our hoppers. So I don't know what item we're going to make it, but this is just how you're going to add on another item in case you want it to cost 3 items. So all we have to do is, you know, come out one more right here. So let's put another hopper going this way. Like that. And then we're going to have to put more items right here. There we go. Just follow this outline over back there. Just follow that outline like so. Then we're going to put a comparator going this way. Put a hopper going into the back of that comparator. Like that. Put some redstone dust here and here. Put an item down here. Put a repeater going that way on 1 tick delay. Put a block here, and then add a redstone torch here. And then obviously now we're going to have to add the repeaters more going this way. So let's just go ahead and delete all this. Delete this right here. We still need 4 4 tick delay repeaters. So put another 4 tick here. Put a block up like that. Put a few more items going this way. Put some redstone dust here. Here, put your 4 tick delay repeater going this way with some dust. We're just going to make this one cost 1 item as well. I don't know what we're going to make it though. Oh yeah, we also have to put a hopper facing downwards right here. Like that. There we go. And then what we're going to do is just make this one cost 1 emerald. Let's just throw 1 emerald in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 18. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 8. Ooh, I put 1 more in there than I should have. There we go. Beautiful. So now it's going to cost 5 iron ingots, 1 stick, and 1 emerald to get ourselves our iron sword. Oh yeah, I forgot. Since I deleted that thing and put it back, it's just gonna give me my sword. I already told you when you delete that and put it back, it's gonna keep doing that. So let's throw in our 1 stick, our 5 iron ingots, and our 1 emerald. And then that will funnel through. It will turn off. Our light comes on, and that will let us know that our item is ready to be picked up. And there you have it. That's it, guys. You are completely done. That's how you add more on. And then obviously, if you want to set up your little chest thingy over here, if it messes up like that. Oh, you know what? Don't use a trap chest here. Use a regular chest. I forgot. Always use a regular chest right here, like this. And then we're gonna put a hopper right above it. And then any items that don't belong here will just funnel down into there. Now, there's one more thing I want to tell you as well. As you can see with the bigger items, we can't have 2 of them next to each other. So keep that in mind. If you're going to have, multiple big items in there, like it's going to cost 3 iron, 4 diamonds, things like that, you can't have them right next to each other. Now, what I mean by you can't have them right next to each other is this. See, if I delete this block right here and I put some redstone dust like this, with a repeater going this way on, let's say 4 ticks delay here as well, and then a block down here and here, as you see, this 2 dust will connect right there. We don't want that happening. You cannot let this happen right here. You can't have this dust connecting to each other. Now, the only real way around this right here, guys, is to either skip a block or just put your small ones in between. Like, see, if you cannot have this, you cannot have these 2 connecting with each other. So what you would have to do is pretty much this. So let's say if you have one that costs, say you still have one that only costs 2 items, or you know, 1 item, you pretty much just do this. You put the small one in the middle. You just put the small one in the middle like this, and then you put the 2 larger ones on the outsides of them. So let's say this one is going to be a large one as well. There we go, like that. Boop. And oh, you know, let's just do this. Doop, doop. And as you see, now they are not connecting to each other. They are not touching each other, which is good. We don't want that. Bam, bam, and bop, bop, like that. These 2 big ones are not connecting to each other whatsoever. So just keep that in mind while you're building this. Make sure the 2 big ones do not connect to each other, and always have like a small one in the middle, or you know, in case you want it only 2 items but 2 big ones, all you have to do is just simply skip one. As you see, we'll just skip this one completely like that. So it would look something like this. So if you want 2 big items for an item, then it's going to look something like that. But there you guys go. That is how you build my reward system. And then obviously you can go ahead and clean it up and make it look better than what it looks like right now. It looks like complete garbage. I know it's a pretty hard build to understand, guys. Don't get me wrong. I know it's going to be a little hard for some of you, but all I could do is tell you, you know, make sure you read the description. It will help out a lot when you're doing this build, you know, to set up your reward system and make it cost a certain amount and things like that. But once you get the hang of it, guys, it's not really that hard to do. But there you guys have it. That's how you build my new kind of like Easter egg reward system and or crafting, auto crafting table. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe. Stay tuned with my newest videos. All right, guys, peace.